Come on. Is this you right in the white car, Miss Mamas? Come on, come on. You said you wanted to fight. You came over here. Come on. You said you wanted to fight. Come fight. Ain't no police coming on none of that. She done brought her goofy all over to this goddamn girl house gonna get beat up. Nah, this we at home. We at home in our shit. Alright, what's he? I'm recording. You want me to hold your phone too? You want me to hold your phone too? Shit.
You record. You can't hold real brave.
Pop her goofy ass. Beat her ass. Beat that whole ass of that bitch, baby. Beat her motherfucking ass. Beat her motherfucking ass of that bitch. Beat her ass, babe. You hoes, this what you hoes get. This what you hoes get. Beat that whole ass, babe. What's that? Beat that whole ass. Beat that whole ass. Beat that whole ass, babe. The fuck you talking about, hoe? Beat that whole ass.
I know you ain't.
Fuck you talking about, bitch.
I know you ain't just hitting.
Now fire ass up.
Get your ass on. Get your ass on. I know that's not shit. That's not. What is that? Move. You ain't get. Move. Take my motherfucking self. Get your ass out of my neighborhood.
This lady came over here and attacked her. Yeah. You came over here to attack her.
Hey. Get away from me.
Someone call 911. You better hurry up.
Get away from me.
Let me call the police.
At my house.
Let me call the police. Yes, bitch. Y'all hoes gonna stop fucking playing.
Get away.
Y'all gonna stop fucking playing. Let me call the police so they won't say we saw him and let it die. Let us call the police. I'm over here. Damn, my phone just died. Fuck.
Alright, we need ambulance. Hang up that call the police.
This is the story of Lauren Martin, a vibrant 34-year-old mother of two. Lauren was a woman who wore many hats, a nurturing parent, a passionate photographer, and a friend to many. Her life, filled with the laughter of her children and the joy of capturing moments through her lens, took a dark turn when she crossed paths with Savon Tyler, another woman of the same age, whose life, on the surface, appeared to parallel Lauren's in many ways. Both women were at a pivotal point in their lives, navigating the complexities of motherhood, work, and personal relationships. However, what began as a routine professional engagement spiraled into a catastrophic conflict. The discord stemmed from a series of photographs that Lauren had taken for Savon, images intended to celebrate and capture the essence of her subject. Unfortunately, the outcome was far from what Savon had envisioned, leading her to harbor deep resentment. The photographs, which should have been a source of empowerment and pride, became a catalyst for discord and animosity. Instead of communication and understanding, misunderstandings bred frustration, and the once amicable relationship between the two women quickly deteriorated. As the days went by, what could have been a simple resolution morphed into a public spectacle fueled by social media. The digital age, with its propensity for amplifying voices, turned their private grievances into a public arena. Comments and exchanges online ignited a firestorm of emotions, drawing in friends and acquaintances who took sides, further complicating an already volatile situation. The virtual battleground became a breeding ground for anger and retribution, where every post and comment escalated the tensions between Lauren and Savon into something far more dangerous. During this tumultuous period, both women found themselves ensnared in a vortex of anger, frustration, and the desire to prove their worth, each unwilling to back down. The conflict, which had started over artistic differences, transformed into a personal vendetta, overshadowing their lives and leading them down a path that would culminate in tragedy. As emotions ran high and the stakes escalated, Lauren and Savon were pulled into a whirlwind of hostility, ultimately leading to a confrontation that would end in irreversible violence. The moment of reckoning was fast approaching, and the consequences of their choices would change not only their lives but also the lives of their families forever. Welcome to True Crime Tales HQ. I sincerely thank you, my esteemed viewers, most especially my subscribers, for your endless support. At True Crime Tales HQ we share true told and untold crime stories. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to this channel. Lauren Martin was born and raised in the sun-soaked city of Orlando, Florida, where the vibrant culture and artistic influences shaped her creative spirit from an early age. Growing up in a close-knit family, she was surrounded by supportive parents who encouraged her artistic endeavors and nurtured her dreams. Family gatherings were filled with laughter, storytelling, and the sharing of artistic expressions, whether through music, painting, or, in Lauren's case, photography. This environment instilled in her a deep appreciation for creativity and a desire to capture life's fleeting moments. From the time she was a child, Lauren had an uncanny ability to see the world through a unique lens. Armed with her first camera, a modest gift from her parents, she wandered through her neighborhood, capturing images of everything that piqued her interest, from the intricate patterns of leaves to the joyful faces of her friends. Photography became her sanctuary, a means of expressing herself and documenting the beauty that surrounded her. As she honed her skills, Lauren developed a distinct style, blending candid shots with artistic flair that resonated with her subjects and viewers alike. As she transitioned into adulthood, Lauren's passion for photography blossomed into a burgeoning business. She poured her heart into her craft, determined to share her vision with others. With each click of the shutter, she sought to tell stories, evoke emotions, and freeze moments in time for families and couples who wanted to cherish their memories forever. Her photographs became treasured keepsakes, capturing milestones such as birthdays, anniversaries, and everyday joys. Lauren's clients appreciated her ability to make them feel at ease, allowing their true selves to shine through in her work. However, Lauren's most cherished role was that of a devoted mother. She poured her love and energy into raising her 2 children, striving to create a nurturing environment where creativity flourished. She often took them on adventures to local parks and art exhibits, sharing her passion for photography and encouraging them to explore their artistic sides. Whether it was helping them create their own art projects or teaching them the basics of photography, Lauren was dedicated to instilling in her children the same appreciation for beauty and expression that had shaped her own life. Friends and family described Lauren as a warm and caring individual, someone who always had a kind word or a helping hand to offer. She was the friend who would drop everything to support someone in need, whether it was lending an ear during tough times or organizing community events to bring people together. Her laughter was infectious, and her positive spirit radiated through her interactions with others. While she balanced the joys and challenges of motherhood, Lauren never lost sight of her dreams. She envisioned expanding her photography business, reaching more clients, and creating a lasting impact through her art. Yet, behind the scenes, the pressures of life weighed heavily on her. Juggling the demands of parenting and running her business was no small feat, but Lauren remained resilient, determined to provide for her children and share her passion with the world. Little did she know that her journey would soon take a tragic turn, leading her down a path that would alter the course of her life and the lives of those she loved forever. Savon Tyler was a woman full of life and ambition, woven into the fabric of her community in Sanford, Florida. Like Lauren, she was a devoted mother, fiercely protective of her 2 daughters, whom she cherished above all else. Savon worked hard to provide for her family, having established a stable job that not only paid the bills but also kept her intellectually engaged and fulfilled. Colleagues and friends admired her for her dedication and work ethic, often noting that she brought a sense of humor and positivity to the workplace, making her a beloved figure among her peers. Growing up, Savon had always been a spirited individual. Her vibrant personality drew people to her, and she had a knack for making friends wherever she went. From her childhood days spent in community sports to her later years as a young adult, she embraced life with an infectious enthusiasm. Savon was known for her resilience, having faced her share of challenges throughout her life. These experiences shaped her into a strong and determined woman who was unafraid to stand up for what she believed in. Yet, beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic life lay a simmering frustration that would eventually boil over. Savon had dreams and aspirations that extended beyond her current circumstances. She longed for more opportunities to express herself creatively and to provide a better life for her children. However, the pressures of daily life often clouded these ambitions, leaving her feeling trapped in a cycle of routine that stifled her creativity and passion. The disagreement with Lauren over the photography job was the catalyst that ignited Savon's frustrations. What should have been a simple transaction turned into a source of deep resentment. Savon had invested her hopes into those photographs, believing they would capture her essence and showcase her in a light that resonated with her identity. When the outcome did not meet her expectations, she felt a profound sense of betrayal, which only intensified her feelings of inadequacy and disappointment. The situation escalated further as the two women began exchanging heated words online, drawing their friends and acquaintances into the dispute. Savon, feeling cornered and humiliated, found herself grappling with emotions that she had long suppressed. The conflict transformed from a professional disagreement into a personal vendetta, blurring the lines between business and emotion. The animosity that brewed online became a reflection of deeper issues within Savon, as her frustrations with life, coupled with the public nature of their dispute, pushed her to a breaking point. As tensions mounted and the stakes grew higher, Savon struggled with the weight of her choices. She was a mother, a friend, and a woman striving for success, yet the conflict with Lauren overshadowed her aspirations. In that fateful moment when Lauren arrived at her doorstep, Savon was not just defending herself against a rival, she was battling her own internal demons, unsure of how to navigate the tumultuous waters of anger and resentment that had engulfed her life. Savon's journey, much like Lauren's, was marked by both triumphs and tribulations. The confrontation that loomed ahead would not only alter the course of their lives but also leave a lasting impact on their families and the community around them. In her heart, Savon knew that she had to choose between a path of destruction and one of healing, but the choices she made that day would forever define her legacy. In a moment charged with raw emotion and a desperate need for closure, Lauren made the impulsive decision to confront Savon directly. The simmering tensions had reached a boiling point, and the weight of unresolved conflict pressed heavily on her shoulders. Fueled by a mix of anger and a yearning for resolution, she climbed into her car and drove to Savon's home, her mind racing with thoughts of what she would say and how the confrontation might unfold. Little did she know, this decision would have dire consequences. As Lauren approached the familiar neighborhood, a sense of determination coursed through her veins. She believed that facing Savon would bring clarity and perhaps even a chance for reconciliation. However, upon learning of Lauren's imminent arrival, Savon found herself engulfed in a wave of anxiety and defensive instincts. The thought of facing her adversary unleashed a torrent of emotions that she had been grappling with for days. In preparation for the confrontation, Savon instinctively armed herself, grabbing a children's miniature baseball bat, a symbol of her protective instincts, and a 9mm Sky handgun that she kept for personal safety. The air outside was thick with tension as the two women stood on the precipice of their clash. With every passing moment, the stakes escalated, and what was intended to be a simple confrontation morphed into a potential showdown. Savon's heart raced, her mind clouded with apprehension and anger, while Lauren's determination drove her forward, unaware of the perilous turn the day would soon take. Each woman braced for the encounter, both believing they were justified in their feelings, yet neither anticipating the explosive outcome that awaited them. In that charged atmosphere, the stage was set for a confrontation that would alter the trajectory of their lives forever. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the tension between Lauren and Savon reached a peak. Their confrontation began with harsh words, leading to an impulsive agreement for a mutual combat-style fight. What seemed like a chance for resolution quickly turned into a dangerous spectacle, drawing the attention of neighbors and passers-by. Onlookers pulled out their phones, eager to capture every moment. The scene electrified as the women squared off, exchanging taunts and insults. Fists flew, and the atmosphere shifted from anticipation to chaos, punctuated by shouts and cheers from the crowd. However, as the fight progressed, Savon felt overwhelmed by Lauren's determination. In a moment of panic, she drew her 9mm Sky handgun. The atmosphere transformed from excitement to horror as Savon pulled the trigger, the gunfire echoing through the neighborhood. The crowd fell silent, shock rippling through those who had been enraptured by the fight moments before. In an instant, the heated exchange became a tragic scene of violence, leaving Lauren severely injured and forever altering the lives of everyone present. In the moments following the gunfire, chaos erupted around the scene. Lauren lay gravely injured in the street, and horrified witnesses rushed to call for help, their frantic voices mingling with the sounds of sirens approaching in the distance. The severity of her wounds became painfully clear as paramedics arrived and worked urgently to stabilize her before transporting her to a local hospital. Inside the emergency room, doctors fought valiantly to save her life, employing every measure available, but tragically, despite their efforts, Lauren succumbed to her injuries. The news of her death sent shockwaves through her family and the community, leaving them shattered and grappling with the sudden loss of a vibrant life. Friends and relatives struggled to comprehend the violence that had unfolded, mourning the loss of a beloved mother and creative spirit. As police arrived on the scene, they quickly identified Savon as the shooter, marking the beginning of a painful legal process. The actions of that day would forever alter the lives of all involved, leaving behind a legacy of grief and unanswered questions in the wake of such an unimaginable tragedy. In the aftermath of the tragic shooting, Savon Tyler faced severe legal consequences that would determine the trajectory of her life. Charged with first-degree premeditated murder, she found herself behind bars, her future hanging in the balance as the judicial process began. The weight of her actions reverberated throughout the community, instilling a sense of fear and disbelief. The possibility of the death penalty loomed ominously over her case, intensifying the stakes and sparking debate among local residents about justice and accountability. As the investigation unfolded, attention also turned to Lakevia Pringle, who had live-streamed the altercation. Legal experts noted that her actions in broadcasting the violence could lead to her facing similar charges, including complicity or accessory to the crime. Pringle's arrest for first-degree premeditated murder underscored the legal complexities surrounding the case, as it raised questions about the responsibilities of individuals involved in violent incidents captured on social media. Both women were now entwined in a legal battle that not only held them accountable for the tragic outcome but also highlighted broader societal issues surrounding violence, accountability, and the role of technology in perpetuating conflict. The community watched closely as the proceedings unfolded, hoping for justice while grappling with the profound loss of Lauren Martin, whose life had been cut short in a moment of senseless violence. The impact of Lauren's death sent shockwaves through her family and the wider community, leaving a profound mark on those who loved her. Her family mourned deeply, using social media to share heartfelt memories and express their heartbreak. They posted photos that celebrated Lauren's vibrant spirit and her role as a devoted mother, painfully reminding everyone of the future stolen from her 3 children. In their grief, her family called for justice and raised awareness about the consequences of unchecked conflict and the importance of peaceful resolution. The community grappled with the harsh reality that a personal dispute could escalate into such violence, prompting discussions about conflict resolution and the dangers of social media. Local leaders organized forums and workshops to educate the public about these issues. Vigil events were held to honor Lauren, providing a space for sharing grief and advocating for change. This collective response reflected a community determined to unite in the face of tragedy and commit to preventing similar incidents in the future. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this tragic story in the comments section below. Your insights are important, and sharing your perspective can help foster meaningful discussions. If you found this video impactful, please give it a like and share it with others so that more people can learn from this experience. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that matters. Thank you for being a part of our community.